Okay, this is the third time I've tried to make this video, so I'm hoping that it'll work. I wanted to give you guys some meal prep, meal planning kinds of tips, or just tell you kind of how I do things, what I did this week. So, to make things easier on myself, typically what I would love to do, which is ideally to prep like one day, cut up a bunch of stuff, all the vegetables and everything for all the menus that I am going to have for the week. Cook the quinoa, cook the lentils, cook the rice, do that all in one big bang. Doesn't always happen that way for me, and I feel great if it does, but it's usually in chunks. So for instance, last night, what I did was I cut up my peppers, my carrots, my broccoli, my onions, and my mushrooms. And this is a fun little tip. When you cut up mushrooms, you put them in a paper bag. That keeps them from getting soggy and wet. This is for my stir fry. If I would have been really on it, I would have also have grilled my tofu in my George Foreman grill so that I would be totally ready. But once I put that all together tonight, I can grill that tofu on my George Foreman while all that stuff is sauteing. And a few days ago, what I did was I cooked a bunch of quinoa because we use quinoa a lot. And this is my leftover quinoa that I can throw in with a quinoa lentil salad that we love to have, which I can put together tomorrow or Sunday or whenever. But with part of that quinoa, I made this yummy salad that I shared with you guys. It's the spinach, sun-dried tomato quinoa salad. It's really yummy. So we have that in leftovers. We work from home, so if I was leaving work for work today, I could put this in a container to go and have that all set and ready. We had boiled eggs that were in the Ziploc bags. This Ziploc bag for today, I had hard-boiled eggs, a bunch of them the other day, and so we had those available as snacks. So that's how I work with that. Another thing that I did the other day was I have this other recipe that I tried this week, which was a tempeh kale salad. And so I cut up a bunch of my kale and rubbed it, that makes it softer for when you have the salad. And then did my tempeh the way they told me to do it, which was pretty simple, marinate it and then stick it in the oven. So it's all set and ready to go so that whenever I want to put it together, I just throw my quinoa in a bowl, put a piece of tempeh on it, and then I also shredded carrots when I did all of that, and then that's part of the recipe. Just throw some shredded carrots on there, as well as some green onion, which I just used my little 21 Day Fix container just to hold it in there, just because it's so small and it's perfect. But of course, green onion is not an orange variety food, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. But the other thing I did this morning was, while I was working out, I cooked a bunch of rice. So this rice is what we'll eat with our stir fry tonight. And that was easy because it was while I was working out. Kill two birds with one stone, and that's done. And so if you guys are on the 21 Day Fix, or if you are on Country Heat, or if you're really curious about these little containers, it's really awesome. It's a food system that just makes life so much easier. It can feel intimidating at first, but it's really not. And so it's all color coordinated for the variety of food that you get for a day. Veg, fruit, protein, carbohydrates, fats, and seeds and nuts. So like dressings too. So like nuts and avocados fit in this. And that's how you portion things out. But the thing is that you get several a day depending on your caloric intake. And so for me and Jones, we're on the vegan plan, and it is a little bit different because we get 3 of these and then plus 1 of these that's like a bread or something, but the complex carbs. So we get 3, like rice and quinoa and oats and that kind of thing. And so for me, what I do is I think about like this salad right here, okay? So it's got quinoa, it's got spinach, it's got the sun-dried tomatoes. So really what's represented in there is green, red, and yellow because the quinoa is protein, but it's also a yellow. So what I can do, because in the vegan plan, quinoa is a yellow, but it's also my protein. So I can just estimate for myself, all right, how much green am I getting from all of that? This is a cup. This is, I think, 1/3 of a cup. And this is protein. So, you know, the quinoa can be both this and this, really, for me. It's really supposed to be this, but it's protein too. So I get 3 of these, so I could do like at least like 1.5 of these, and that's like part of my yellows for the day, right? But it's also my protein, so I'm going to count it as part of my protein too. And you know, you don't have to be a massive stickler about things. You know, it's just a good guide so that you're not overeating, or that you make sure that you're getting the variety of food that you need, you know? So like for my yogurt, later I'm going to have a yogurt snack, and I can have like 1/3 of a cup. That's what this is, I'm pretty sure. You can measure it out. I did it the other day. You just get one of those measuring cups that has it all written down there and just pour and see how full it gets, you know, and then you know how much it is. But my yogurt, and then look how much fruit. This is a cup of fruit. So for a day, I get 2 of these. So I can put, you know, like 1/2 cup of strawberries in there to throw in for my yogurt, and then I can put flax in there. Flaxseed, that's a great thing that I like to throw into my yogurt. And so, and this has a lot, like that's a lot of space for ground up flaxseed. So, and I could even half that. So like 1/2 of it in my Shakeology and then 1/2 of it in my yogurt. So, you know, it's more than what you think. These things look like they're tiny, but really it adds up throughout the day. And depending on your caloric intake, you know, you just figure out how to make it work best for you, but you know that you're getting your variety of food, which is really important, because nutrition is absolutely a big part of having success in all of this for you. And I want you to succeed. I want you to feel confident in this, and I hope this is helpful. And I just want you to reach out to me if you need any more guidance or help, and just feel good about it. Okay. Alrighty. We'll talk to you soon.